We recently celebrated National Puppy Day, and our next guest used that day to bring awareness to their anti-puppy mill campaign. Puppy mills are mass breeding operations created to generate profits at the expense of causing harm to animals. A group of animal-loving citizens came together to raise awareness and create a campaign called Bark to Ban Puppy Mills. Here to share more is a member of the committee, Alicia McDonald, and the campaign mascot, Wiggles. Thank you both so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Now, Alicia, we mentioned it a little bit into that introduction, but why don't we talk about, for those viewers at home, what are puppy mills?
So puppy mills are basically these mass breeding operations, and unfortunately Missouri is the puppy mill capital of America. We have almost 1,000 puppy mills in the state. And there are operations that just breed puppies for profit. There are breed dogs, female dogs that are just impregnated over and over and over to produce litters of puppies that are then sold in retail pet stores and online breeders, online retailers. And these dogs are not well taken care of. They receive very little veterinarian care. They're not socialized. They're not in clean conditions. They're really just inhumane and cruel conditions. And so I am trying to raise the public awareness that they don't want to go to a pet store and buy a puppy, because it is just an outlet for selling these puppy mill dogs that are raised in cruel conditions. And so I'm just trying to raise awareness for people, so when they go to buy a dog and a puppy, that they just need to be careful and do their research to know where the dog came from, how the dog was raised, and just to be more conscientious in selecting where they get their dog from.
So let's talk about Wiggles here, because there's a reason also that she's the mascot.
She is the mascot because Wiggles I adopted from a rescue.
Okay.
We believe that Wiggles was abandoned by a puppy mill because she was very ill. She had a condition called pyometra, in which her uterus was infected, and she was very close to death. But the rescue got her, took her to a vet, and they operated on her, brought her back to good health, and then I was fortunate enough to adopt her.
Oh.
And she's a wonderful dog,
Yeah.
and I love having her, but she has some anxiety and social issues, in that she's scared of strangers and a little skittish in new situations. And these are the results of having been raised in a puppy mill. They're not socialized. They don't interact with humans. So any interactions they have with humans in a puppy mill are usually not good interactions.
So let's talk then about this call to action, that what you're wanting people to see and take from this.
What I'm asking people to do is go to our website, Bark to Ban Puppy Mills, and there's a lot of information on the website on how you can identify a good reputable breeder, because there's a lot of really good reputable breeders out there.
Okay.
And how you can distinguish a good reputable breeder from a puppy mill. There's a whole list of things to look for, questions to ask. Also adopting, going to a rescue or a shelter is a wonderful way to get a dog. And you can get any kind of dog you're looking for on a rescue. So you can also do that. And there's just ways to educate yourself and then educate your friends and families on how to avoid a puppy mill.
Well, fantastic. Thank you so much, Alicia and Wiggles, for joining us today, for sharing this with us. We really appreciate it. And of course, all that information is going to be right there on your screen about how you can join their cause and their mission, and of course, spread the word.